There we go. All right,
All
you guys.
right.
Live with Mo. So congrats on your new home. That was
Thank
exciting.
you.
To see you and your babies and Mimi. That was exciting. So how has it been with the quarantine? How has it been for you guys?
Honestly, not a lot changed for me because I do YouTube, so I'm
Right.
always at home, or unless I'm out doing like something in the public, like, but that's very rare. So
Right.
it haven't really been a big change for me. Like I'm always in the house making videos and stuff, so nothing really changed for me, honestly. It's just that now that you know what I'm saying, I'm back with the kids and stuff, it's a little harder to get content out because they're crying, needing something,
Right.
yelling in the background, stuff
Right.
like
Right.
that. But
And
other than that,
you guys are in Arizona. Were you guys locked down?
yeah, well, not really.
Oh,
Things closed, but they never
yeah.
told us like, okay, you can't go outside. Like it
Oh,
was just like they closed like all the shoe stores and the malls, just like everywhere else. But we were still able to like go out, get groceries, and
mm-hmm.
they would only let a certain amount of people in certain establishments and stuff like that. But other than that, no, they didn't really lock us down.
We up here because I'm in Seattle, so we were on a stay-at-home order, but we can go out to get essentials and all that, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we're still on a stay-at-home order until May 31st. So
Oh wow.
yeah. All right. So let's get into these questions. So you've been on YouTube for a while, right?
Yep, about 2.5 years now.
Okay. So when you started, did you know that you couldn't like initially get paid, or was it just a hobby?
I knew eventually I could, but it definitely was the hobby of mine because I've always been had that niche to make people laugh, like even in high school, middle school, and stuff like that. So it was like, man, I can do this.
Right.
It was like this is gonna be fun. And then like when we first started the channel, of course, a lot of people know it was Mo and Mimi. So it was a
Mm-hmm.
couples channel. We was doing pranks and challenges, and it was just super duper fun. We wasn't getting paid for it, but it helped build us as a person because it builds your confidence. It shows you that you don't have to meet people in person to have love for them and stuff like that. So we just built a lot of social relationships and stuff like that. So it was it was kind of a hobby.
You definitely have the personality for it. That's why I gravitated towards you, especially with your friend Mac. Oh yeah, you guys are hilarious.
Mhm.
Um, okay, but so when you first started, like, did you have a 9 to 5, or were you just doing YouTube just by itself?
I definitely was working.
Yeah.
I've been like a call center brat like
Okay.
most of my working years. So
Okay.
it was like I was working, at various call centers and stuff like that, and we would just make videos in between time, or like on the weekend we'll record 3 to 5 videos and then just drop them periodically through the week. So yeah, I was working. Definitely was working.
Right. Okay. So did someone like inspire you to do pranks? Because pranks started coming around huge like 3 years ago or something like that I've seen.
Mhm.
Who inspired you to like, okay, let's do this?
It's crazy. I was watching Chris and Queen,
Yeah,
like,
me
because
too.
I originally didn't know that YouTube was used outside of just posting music. I didn't
Right.
know that till about maybe 5, 6 years ago.
Mhm.
My cousin was watching. I always tell this story. My cousin was watching a mukbang, and I'm like, "Why is you watching people eat?"
Right.
And then I found myself the next day watching it, and she
Yeah.
like, "Oh, now you watching it?" And then I ventured off from there. I start watching what's his name, Quan Tran, and I start watching what's the white guy who always crying,
Is it
avocado,
something like that? Yeah.
Nikocado
Yeah.
avocado.
Yeah.
And then I fell up on Chris and Queen and Trey and Armand and
Yeah.
Ari and the whole little crew,
Right.
Jazz. And I
Right.
started watching them, and then I was like, dang, that's when I was like, I can do this. I'm
Right.
funny as hell. I'm funnier than them,
Right.
type
Right.
thing. And
Right.
then I was like, okay. And then I seen a little situation where they had got scammed by the
Oh yeah.
Janae lady and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so then I
Yeah.
started doing a lot of research and stuff like that. And I was just like, I can do it. I just got to watch my back and, do everything myself rather than getting a manager and stuff.
Right. But watching them, it looked like you can blow up like really fast watching them. Because they had their own houses and they had people come with them. So did you think like, oh, if I do this, like I can blow up fast like them? Did you know like it was like a grind?
It was a grind. I
Yeah.
knew I'm smart. So outside of what I see, I know that there's a background to everything. And I
Right.
know that it takes time, patience, and effort to do anything. So I wasn't like, oh, I'm funny, I'm gonna blow up. I was
Right.
like, I'm gonna grind and grind and grind, and my time gonna come. And
Right.
when I did the Popeyes versus Chick-fil-A, that was my moment. Because I went viral
Right.
like three times, like 4 times. So I was like, okay, you know, it'll get
Right.
there.
Right. And that's when is that when you quit your job or were you still working?
Nope, I was still working up
Okay.
to 6 months ago. So
Oh, okay.
November, I just stopped working.
Oh, really? Okay. And were you working from home or going inside the place?
I was going inside the place. I was working
Okay.
at a health insurance call center.
Okay. Okay. So do you think like is there like the money to be made on YouTube? Do you think it's definitely possible to make more than your 9 to 5 for individuals?
Yes. Right
Definitely.
now, right now, I'm making more money than I've made at my job at a job like my top paying job. I'm making more than that right now.
Nice, nice.
And
Okay.
I'm not even really popping. So I know it's potential, but that's all. Once you're monetized and you have
Right.
everything you need to really get paid, you can put ads. Then it's up to you to venture out and do like you could do promos or you could do like reviews for people or stuff like that, because it's more than just posting videos, because ads, that's not really where you make a bulk of your money. You make a bulk of your money doing other thing that YouTube allows you to do, like other things, like outside of that.
So like a promotional like video, like if you were promoting like toothpaste or something like that.
Right.
And how do you get that started? Do people come to you or do you email them people?
People reach out. Like I say it all the time, like I'm one person and I need a team. Like I have emails. I try to check my DMs because I try to be real close
Personable.
to my
You are.
have that relationship with my subscribers or my family, because I don't want them to feel like I'm just another YouTuber who just sucking all their time and not giving anything. So I try to, do that, but I definitely need a team, because a lot of people reach out to me and I don't even get to it till like a month later. There's stuff I'm still supposed to do from 2-3 months ago.
Wow.
But with all this change and the situation with the COVID-19 and moving and starting all over, it's been kind of tough. But I'm gonna work it out. I'm gonna make it happen.
Wow. Well, that's amazing though, because that's amazing. So let me see. Okay, I'm going through my questions. Hold on. So when you said like, did you have to like tell your family or friends like, I want to do YouTube? Like, did they like side eye you? Because I'm having that problem. Did they like side eye you or be like, what is YouTube? Like, what are you gonna do on there? Like, did they ever like?
Let me tell you, nobody. Like, I'm not gonna say nobody believed in me, because that's not true. What I'm gonna say is nobody seen the potential that I seen in myself, in me. You feel me? Because you are your own rooter. You root for yourself. You your own hype man. So family, what it is they don't understand the dynamic. They're not doing the research. They're not spending hours learning how to make a damn thumbnail. Excuse my language. I don't know if you curse on your channel.
No.
But you know what I'm saying? So they're not, they didn't see what I seen in what I could do. But now they like, oh shit. Yeah. And I told my family, like my little nieces and nephews, like they love YouTube. So they hopping on it. I got a couple cousins who hopping on it, an aunt. But I told them years ago, start a channel. Yeah. I've done the research. I know what you can do. I know what you're capable of doing later down the line. So do it. And like a couple of them was like, man, it's already enough going on. I don't have time for it. Make time,
Right.
So but you gotta keep that faith in yourself, because family did originally was like, what?
Yeah.
You know, your time gonna come.
Right, and I honestly believe in that, because I made my first video like 2 years ago. I was just trying to do stuff that I seen, like, I don't know, like everyone else doing. I didn't know what to do. I was just trying to get out there, but I wasn't consistent at all. But now that I have like my virtual podcast, I'm thinking like, okay, let's make this thing happen. Post every day, try to get monetized, you know, and things like that. And for you to say like, you know, people will come to you for promotions, like that's definitely like inspiring. Because I don't know where this journey will take me, but I'm just ready for it.
You never know who's watching. You're on a platform where a billion trillion people can see you. You don't know, you don't know who you're gonna stumble upon. Like for me, for example, when Prissy P DM'd me, I lost it. Prissy P.
Right.
You know, other YouTubers who blowing up that's about in the same range as where I'm at, reaching out to me. I'm like, I never thought they would watch me. When Funny Mike Mama subscribed to me, I lost it. I lost it. I said, she watched me?
Right.
I don't know if you know who what's her name? Cuzzo AB is.
I don't know who that is, no.
She do like the mukbangs. She always got like crawfish and stuff. Like she going crazy. When I DM'd her just on some humbug, like, check me out, bro, I want to collab. She said, I watch your videos all the time. I said, what? It was crazy. It's just, it's a very humbling, and it's such a blessing.
Yeah.
Like YouTube is really a blessing. Because
just having this interview with you, when people are like, hey, Troy, I'm just like, I'm humbled right now. I'm just taken back. Like, this is like, what? Like, this is, wow. But how do you deal with, because when I first did some videos, people were like, oh, like 2 comments were like, oh, you're boring. And that took me out. I told my husband, I was like, I can't do YouTube. They said I'm boring. Like, I literally had a moment from that comment. Like, how do you deal with those comments? You know, like, not to let, I know it's just, you have thousands of people saying, I love you, Mo, I love you, Mo. But then you can just have like that 2 that can just whatever. How do you handle that?
Down your spirit. Let me tell you, Troy, in the beginning, I was so discouraged because then I was about 100 pounds bigger than I am now. Okay. So I was like, okay, people are gonna say messed up shit. You know, people are gonna insult me, but from the jump, I tell people all the time, when you start YouTube, have your mind, body, and soul in it. Because if it's not all on the same track, it's gonna defer you from the bigger picture, which is success, right? So originally I would read the comments and I'd be like, people are so rude. But I've always grown up been bigger. So my life before YouTube prepared me for YouTube. So it was like, okay, them comments ain't nothing. I've had worse. My brother done said that before, type deal. So it was like, okay, it is what it is. And then again, like you said, it might be 1,001 nice comments, in those 4 comments, you just can't help but to kind of be like, why would they say that? What did I do wrong? Why did, you know, you question yourself. But you have to remember, if you write a list of the good and the bad, the good is going to always outweigh the bad, especially if you're a good person and you genuine. You feel me? Negative people only say and do things to other people to make themselves feel better about themselves. And my mama taught me that a long time ago. So it was like, if a person got to come on my channel and down me and what I'm trying to do, they're not happy with themselves. And there's nothing I can do about that but pour positivity back into them and make them feel stupid. So I do that a lot.
Right. Okay, that's good. That's good. Because I'm definitely learning that. Yeah. Definitely.
You'll get it. You'll get it. It'll come.
I hope so. So do you think, like, I know it's 2020, YouTube has been around for a while. Do you think YouTube is oversaturated, or do you think people can still like shoot their shot at YouTube?
Not at all. It's not oversaturated. You know how many personalities there are? People gravitate towards, man, I didn't like me myself. I didn't know, like, I always knew I was funny, but I didn't know 71.5 thousand people would gravitate towards me. Like, my classroom, my school, that's small.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not oversaturated because there's so much room for so many different personalities and people, humans ourselves, we're beautiful beings and we have something to bring to the table. That's just like an invention. That's just like saying, what a candle making company. One person make a candle, 10,000 people make a candle, millions of people making candles. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not oversaturated. No.
Right. I had a conversation like this with my cousin because she wanted to do something. And I was like, well, girl, I was like, well, if you think of it, everything is, someone's always doing something. Everyone's doing everything. You know, so everybody got a job. That means you're not going to work because they got a job. Like, everybody's doing something.
Right.
You know, I was like, so just do it. All right. So, well, let's see here. Okay. And your prayer, the God is good. God is, where did you make that up?
It's been in my family for about 17 years now. Since I was little, my sister, which is my heart, like, her birthday is November 8th. Mine is November 7th. I was supposed to be her birthday gift.
Mine's November 9th. But keep going.
Hey, Scorpio game.
Yes.
But yeah, my sister, growing up, she would always sing it. And like, it was annoying to me, honestly. Like, it was so annoying. But then when I started my channel and I started doing mukbangs, I'm like, I need a damn prayer. And I'm like, God is good. God is great. And we thank him for this. Like, I remembered it. So that's why I say everything happens for a reason. Like, that annoying prayer to me as a child is like something people everywhere love. And it's so crazy. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Even if I'm not blessing my food, I still sing it.
A girl sent me a video of her son singing it, and he was like 1 or 2. I was like, oh,
it's so definitely catchy. It's definitely catchy. All right, so let's see here. And what tips would you have for someone like myself or others like starting out with YouTube? You know, like, do you feel like you need to have like all of the equipment? Do you feel like you need to worry about your subscribers, or should you just focus like directly on your content and all that will come? Like, what do you think?
That's exactly what I think. Because when I first started, I had an Android, no ring lights, no backdrop. I was setting stuff up. I was putting pots on top of boxes to make the phone stay. Like, this is from the trenches. You feel me? You don't need none of that. But if you can get it. It's going to definitely help your channel grow faster because quality is everything when it comes to YouTube. If you got 4K 1080p quality, you popping right now. You feel me? But no, don't worry about the subscribers. I always tell people what you worry about is putting a positive message out there, making someone smile, giving someone a piece of information, and you stay consistent and don't change up. Don't switch. When you see you getting a little bit of what they call clout, don't switch up who you are. Remain humble and remain the same. And just keep pushing and change it up. Try different things. Don't be scared to, you know what I'm saying, do this or do that. You know, just switch it up, stay consistent, and stay true to yourself. That's what I tell people. The equipment, the subscribers, all that'll come later. That's anybody can do that, but does anybody have your personality, who you are, your creation, how creative you are, stuff like that.
So subscribers really don't like how much they pay you. That's not determined on subscribers. Is that correct?
Not at all. I know somebody who has about 50K, but videos are hitting like so many views, like in the 300K, 400K views. Make more money than me.
Wow.
Subscribers don't matter.
So is it true that they pay like different people like a dollar per view or something like that? $3 per view?
It depends on the country and it depends on the rate of the click. So YouTube has an algorithm which you'll learn once you're monetizing stuff like that. You could go in and actually look at your analytics and it shows like, I think like in Canada right now, per click, I'm making maybe like $4. And
Oh
then
wow.
like in the United States, I'm making like $7 or $8. So it
Okay.
depends on the country,
Okay.
how they
So
break it down.
is it automatically $7 or you have to like build up to
You
that?
build. So
okay.
the more like, I don't know if you notice, like certain YouTubers, like you can subscribe to me, and like because I made videos with Mac, he'll be in your recommendations.
Yeah.
Or Vaughn will be in your recommendations. You don't even have to be subscribed, but they'll pop up in your recommendations. That's how it goes. Like I said, it's an algorithm. Like, okay, if you're being recommended, if you're getting this many views, YouTube is gonna push you because they see you consistent, you popping up here and there, you're venturing out. And people don't know that, like, YouTube pay attention, like who you collab with, what y'all doing, like they pay attention to all of that.
Okay. And this year they just started having like, if your content is for kids, something where they will take ads or something like that. And you film with your kids, you know, did that hinder you or anything?
It didn't hinder me, but it made me a little bit more aware and a little bit more on my toes when it comes to putting them on the channel. I don't know if y'all noticed, I definitely kind of slowed down on how much I have them on there, because what it was is, with the pedophilia laws being passed in some states, YouTube noticed that children channels were being commented on in a perverted way. So they're making everybody kind of like do that. Like, okay, is this for kids? Now they got a whole YouTube Kids. I don't know if you knew that. Like the YouTube app has an actual kids app that kids are, and kids channels are moving on to. Some kids channels staying on regular YouTube, but a lot of like Ryan and Beam Squad Son, all of them, they're moving over to kid YouTube.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
And on top of that, now you'll learn this also when you get monetized and stuff, they make you rate your video. So now they're like, is there cursing? A little bit, moderate, some, none. Is there violent acts? Is there weapons in your video? Do you have guns in your video? Like, they make you rate them before you post them.
Okay.
So that they can go in, actually view your videos, and you know, that determines your rate of pay as well.
Okay. And with kids, like, are they, because they said like sponsorships were taken from kids' video, like, is that true?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
So it's like it depends. Like, if you do a sponsor, if you have a sponsor and it's more personal, like you reach out yourself, then those terms and conditions have nothing to do with YouTube, but they want you to report that information when you make your video. There's a thing, okay, this video is sponsored by, you got to fill in that information. But like when it comes to like a more professional standpoint, like, I don't know if you ever see YouTubers are on ads.
Yeah.
That's different. So that's like through YouTube. So if they're on a channel that has children and those ads are generating, but they don't have a children channel, they'll take it.
Oh,
that type of thing. Yeah.
Wow. And you can definitely get sued for something like that, right? Or something is big. Okay. And so do your kids, do they have a YouTube channel?
Not yet. Logan is definitely a character.
Yeah.
We're right now, we have, so it's Mimi has a channel, I have a channel, it's both monetized. I have a reaction channel that I'm gonna kick off. I was going to make that channel the kids channel, but we're just gonna start grind it up and do a family channel and then venture off and probably let Logan and a own channel. But we want to kind of like build their, because they have a following. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy. So we wanted to like kind of get their stuff up there and then let them venture off and do their own things. Like when Ava get a little older and when, you know, after we build it for Logan. So yeah, they're definitely gonna have them though.
Okay. And you're in Arizona, but you moved from Milwaukee, right?
Yep, Wisconsin.
Okay. How is like the Black population in Arizona? Is it a lot of
everybody asks, is Black people here? And you know what's crazy? When I first moved here, I had that mind frame too. I'm like, where the black people at?
Yeah,
Everywhere
yeah.
you go, like it's a lot of like Mexicans and Latinos, but it's a black population. We're here. It's just that it's more Latino and like Mexicans and stuff. But when I did the Chick-fil-A versus Popeyes, I made a joke. I was on live on my Facebook and I was like, I found the black people. They at Popeyes over here on whatever street that is, 99. Yeah. But yeah, it's black people here. And it's hoods here, everything. Yeah. But their hoods is like a horse on the lawn or a tractor. Wow. It ain't like the slum hood, like the hood I'm from. It's different.
Yeah. Okay. And what made you move? Because people question that when I say like I'm from Seattle, they're like, "Is there black people there?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're here."
Right. Here I am.
Yeah, we're here, but it's of course more of the others, but we're here. What made you move to Arizona from where you was at?
It's crazy. I originally was supposed to go to Texas, like Houston or Dallas, and me and Mimi, we was just going back and forth. Like Mimi really wanted to like get our kids out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, because the crime rate and the death rate and people getting shot through windows, kids are dying, getting ran over. Like it's really bad there. Like so, I can sit here and tell you we'll be on here for hours, but she didn't want to raise our children there. So like I wanted to go to Texas, but I'm like real scared of natural disasters. So she was like, so then we found out Mac was coming here. So I'm like, Arizona. I'm like, ain't that like the desert? Like I didn't really know a lot. And then she was like, well, let's just go to Arizona. And I was like, I don't know. I've never lived outside of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I've never like even really traveled.
Yeah.
So for me to move was like a big thing. I've never been away from my family. I'm super close to like my nieces and nephews, my sisters, my intermediate family. And I just was like, man, I don't know. That's far. And I'm just scared. I had real bad anxiety, but I learned that my anxiety actually came from living where I was. So moving to Arizona was like the biggest blessing for me in my life.
Wow.
So my life literally changed. Not even like the YouTube stuff. I'm talking about as far as like how I feel inside. I feel safe.
Wow.
I'm always on edge. I'm not always biting my nails or nervous. I'm happy. I'm smiling. The sun shining. There's palm trees over there. Mountains right there. It's just beautiful. So so I love Arizona actually.
Wow. And how is Mimi doing? I love Mimi. How's Mimi doing?
She crazy. She crazy, Mimi. She went to the store to get some stuff. She always going to the damn store. We can't do nothing else. She hate being stuck in the house, but she going to the store.
And she's monetized and getting paid from YouTube too now, right?
Yep. She just got monetized about a week ago. Mimi actually only had her channel for like a month. Maybe a month. So
wow.
Yep.
Okay, so now that you kind of, you moved away from where you were from and you're older now, you're wiser. And how old are you? I didn't actually, how old are you?
29. I'll be 30. Okay. I'll be 30 on my birthday.
Okay. I'm 30. Okay. What would you tell your younger self?
Ooh, I would have told my younger self, while you throwing after sets and charging $5 to get in and drinking and smoking, you could have been doing YouTube. I'll be a millionaire by now.
Right. Yeah.
Can't nobody change that. I know I would be. I know it for a fact. Yeah. I know I would be. If I knew that I could, the potential to be on YouTube, but you know what? It just wasn't my time. Because Mo now is nothing like I was back in the day. Like I was throwing after sets, like started at 12, ended at 5 in the morning. We used to get it in. You feel me?
Wait, what is after sex?
You know how you go to the club and the club probably over at like 12 or 1?
Yeah.
I was the party after that.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was crazy. And it's crazy because like as a younger kid, I threw dollar parties. And then I started throwing after sets. And that's how I just got so popular in my city and stuff like that. But I would tell my younger self, definitely put down the weed and the liquor and pick up a damn camera.
right.
Definitely. Oh man.
That's good. I would say the same thing. Something similar. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Any more questions that I have? Okay. Let's see. Let me see. You pretty much answered everything that I have written down.
What? No, 30 minutes. The vibe is so lit right now. I ain't ready to go.
Okay, so then, this is like, this is more of like a little like personal, if you don't mind. Have you, because do you consider yourself, a lesbian or?
Yes, I've never even, I dated men, but I've never took that step with a man.
That was gonna be my step. Like during high school, have you ever I
had boyfriends. You know what's crazy? Like 3 of my exes are transgender women now.
Oh wow!
I promise. And I was supposed to do a video with one of them who actually stays in Phoenix, but I think she kind of pulled out of it because she's not really in that light like that. Like she's kind of like a personal. She does her own thing, and she's not really into like being all over the damn internet. Because I know that video would have went crazy.
Yeah.
And she was down for it for a minute, but then, but yeah, I dated dudes in high school, had my little crushes, but I've never like took that next level thing with a dude. I've been gay, and I didn't really get into girls. I was gay, but I didn't tell nobody or get into like dating women till I was 18.
Okay, and was that like? Do you feel like being a lesbian, do you feel like you have to like come out? Like guys feel like guys are like, I came out. Did you come out, or were you just like, I don't care what nobody thinks? Like,
no, I always was a tomboy. My mama knew, my daddy knew, my brothers and sisters knew. Like, yeah, I wore dresses once, and I was at my sister's wedding. I was 11. So it was like,
okay. So on my podcast, we talked about dildos. And we're both married. And my question was, is it okay for married women to use a dildo by herself without her partner? So I was just curious, what would you think, if you, caught, like Mimi or something by, using a dildo, just, getting it in on her own, would you feel?
What's so funny about this is I was just on live talking about this.
Really?
Yes, me and Uno, we was on Instagram live talking about this, and we just was clowning. Oh my God, you just reminded me because I was just being real goofy, bouncing up and down, and you know how y'all both on the screen. So it was real funny. But anyways, I mean, hey, you grown. You feel me? They make them for a reason. Do your shit, sir. I'm not judgmental when it comes to stuff like that. If I caught me bouncing it on one, I'd just be like, well, damn, can I get in on the fun? What's really going on? I'm not that type of person. Like, I promise you, like, I would laugh if anything. But I think that women have needs, and if you just want some time to please yourself, go right ahead and fucking do it. Why not?
Yeah, that's true. And then my cousin was like, I've never heard of this, but have you heard of a pussy pocket?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Crazy thing. Just look. Uno's fiance had pulled up the body with the thing on there, and then the little rubbery with the cootie. And we was just going crazy. We was just talking about this.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. So, and have you? Okay. So, but would you use that or how does that go?
Would I like?
I don't know what
it wouldn't do nothing for me.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was wondering. I was like, because my cousin was like, he heard of that, but I was like, does it like squeak? I don't know. What does it do? If it vibrates?
But it's like, okay, it's like a fake woman with a tootie. And my shit is fake too. So what? We just gonna be faking it till we make it. I don't know what's going on.
But
maybe that's different for men, because they actually can feel it.
Right. So maybe that's probably good for women who are lesbians who like to scissor, right? Isn't that the thing?
Right. That I didn't even think about that. You're smart.
Yeah, like maybe scissoring. Now, okay, I'm just so confused with scissoring. Like, I don't know. Like, how does that work?
I mean, basically, your things touch, and that any sensation, when you touch a pearl, it go crazy. And then you gay with it, you grabbing the ass while you doing it, your scissoring, just a lot of wetness. So it's like the feeling is what get it crazy. I guess it kind of feel like getting head, so to speak.
Is it like that?
It's kind of like getting head, but from another vagina.
And I guess it's more of a mental thing too. I don't know.
Yeah, it's more of a sensual thing too, because women, we're real like sensual, and we when women have sex, we have sex to make love. Yeah. Unless you like a hoe out here just throwing it back for every time, Dick and Harry. Right. When you love somebody or you with somebody, you're passionate about love making. So it's different when you two girls, because y'all both super duper passionate and it's going to fuck down. Right. You feel me? Unless you one of them hardcore who just want to pound all night. I don't know. Right. That's how I look at it.
So I know, because I know when we were younger, like you want to be intimate with someone. Did you ever like have a girl was like, oh, I just want to, like, I'm not a lesbian, I just want to receive? Like, how did you take that?
I honestly, I know a lot of people have been through that situation, but I have never even like had a conversation with a girl who didn't want to touch me or didn't want to like engage in sex and like give me what she getting. I've never had that issue. I think that females that do that are just like kind of selfish. Like that's selfish. Like, what do you mean?
Right. Yeah. I had an experience where this girl in high school, she liked, not like a real experience, but she liked me. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't like girls. But when we were texting, she sounded like a dude. So it was kind of making me kind of like, okay, maybe I can make it happen. But then when I think of it like doing anything to her, I was like, I can't do it. But if I thought of like she did something to me, I was like, oh, maybe I'll like it. But then I was just like, nah, let's not give this a try.
I'm gonna tell you like this, Troy. If you would have went through with it, by the end of the night, you were doing something.
Real? Oh, so she would have turned me out.
Guaranteed. Lesbians are certified turnouters.
I just couldn't. I mean, nothing against it. I just couldn't see myself just. I just.
It wasn't
couldn't.
for you. That's cool. Right. It wasn't for you. But I'm telling you, if you would have went through with it in that moment, you would have been like, okay, I'm finna fucking just try it. Like that's. I'm telling you, because before I ever actually did anything, I had the same mind frame as you. I was like, I know I like girls, but will I actually lick a coochie?
Yeah.
And then I had sex for the first time, and of course, like it was foreplay, all that. And then I just was like, oh yeah, I'm doing this shit.
Yeah, and it happened.
That's how it went. That's how it happened.
Okay. So I do have like another type, it's kind of personal. So when it comes to, this is how my mind go. No disrespect. A woman, you guys are lesbian couples, she wants the strap. Some may say, why don't she just get a man? Like if it's the strap. What do you think about that? Like, do you think there's a difference, or like do you feel like I'm stroking better? That's why she wants me. Like what is it?
I'm gonna tell you something. I love this topic. I'm finna break it down so cold. Just y'all listen up. Women were put on earth with the vagina, which is meant to be penetrated, right?
Right.
When it comes to sexual pleasure, what you get does not make you gay or straight.
Oh.
Dating a woman is called being a lesbian. dating a man is called being gay. When you're a woman dating a man or a man dating a woman, you're considered straight.
Right.
Nobody said a dick is straight. A coochie is straight. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's the person, it's the mental and physical and emotional relationship that makes you gay or straight. It's not the sexual activity, because that's just like saying, okay, we were made with vaginas. The only thing it can do is be penetrated or licked. A man can do that, but just because I'm dating a woman and I want that does not make me straight. Does that make sense? It's because that's just our natural. That's what's supposed to be done to it. Do it to it.
Mm-hmm.
Please me. But the fact that I love you and who you are as a person makes me gay, straight, or bi, or whatever. You feel me? It's not the activity of sex that makes you that. Because our instruments are going to be used how our instruments are meant to be used. If I want to go get a fake one, it's because I want my instrument used. I'm still gay. I like her. I don't like him, but I like that. You get it?
Okay. Yeah. So you're saying like a man can, like can go have sex with another man and not be gay?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Because if you don't have an emotional or spiritual or attachment mentally to a person, it's all about sex and what you want to feel. That's not what being gay is. If you look up being gay or being a lesbian, it says being attracted to the same sex, the person, being attracted to them, not being attracted to a penis or a vagina. That's just what we came with.
Yeah.
Your sexual preference, and I don't even like to scream out sexual preferences or put labels on stuff, but I'm just saying from a national standpoint, a general standpoint. Men who have sex with men and then go home to their husbands, I would recommend to go get a dildo and have your wife strap you. You don't have to go cheat with a dude to get some strap or some penis. Have her go buy one. That's what you like to feel. That don't make you gay. But there is men who think just like me and like, okay, am I gay because I'm doing this? You probably are.
And I would think that, and that's when me and my cousin, he's gay, and we were talking about pagan. And I was like, have you heard of that, right?
Pagan
is when the woman, like how you said, like the spouse, when she puts on a strap and then penetrates her husband. I wouldn't want to do that. I just wouldn't, because I would think, I hate to say it, but I would think that maybe you're gay. You want that? I don't know. But like you said, like maybe you probably would want it from me, not necessarily from a dude. Like, I don't know. Oh no, battery slow. Like, I don't know. But that's
you gotta remember that if somebody loves you and who you are, but you didn't come with what they like, it doesn't mean that they're not for you. You feel me? It just means that they enjoy sexual fulfillment in another way, but they love you. And a lot of like married women who husbands go off and do that, that's why. And it's because of society that they're scared to announce it or be open about it, because you're looked at, oh, now you're gay. Oh, I'm gonna go tell all my girls I had to strap you. No offense, fag and all that. You know what I'm saying? And that does not mean that. That doesn't mean that. It just means that he enjoys being penetrated, but he loves his wife. That's a thing that happens. I know people. Like, literally.
Wow. I cannot wrap my mind around it. But just wow.
It's because we were programmed to think that if a dude like penis, he's gay. We were programmed to think that. You gotta open your mind and really think about it. Think about the deeper picture of it. It's an instrument upon a person. It's not a emotional, physical, mental, spiritual attachment. It's the sex.
Wow. Okay, that's good. Okay. So and then so when you use a strap, how are you pleased using the strap? Is there something that
Well, it's like different ones. Like you can get the kind
okay,
that have like something that do something for you down there in
okay,
exchange, but like it's more of a, like I said, women. Period. We're we're like we're real. What's the word I'm looking for? I said it earlier. We're real emotional and real like we like to serenade. Like when we have sex, it's more about pleasing the other
right,
person, so to speak.
right,
Men have sex to get their rocks off. I'm sorry.
right,
Me, I
right.
don't know personally, but from what I've heard and seen,
Yeah,
men, when they do their thing, they like, man, I'm unless you really, really like in love and married and stuff like that. But women, we like to please, especially gay women. Because we want to
yeah,
see our girl go crazy. We want to see that we killing it. We doing our
yeah,
thing. So it's
yeah.
more for them. It don't even matter. I know people, I know studs, you know, I don't like labels. I know studs who get off by strapping their girl without nothing down there. It's
Oh
like
wow.
a mental thing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Wow, you definitely opening my eyes to a lot of things. Okay. Let's see what
Yeah.
else I got for you. So I
This
feel like
interview is lit. Ah, I'm loving it.
okay, so yeah, I'm just trying to think of more like sexual topics. Let's see here. So okay, so since you have that mindset, because I feel like like me being like a straight woman and you being a lesbian woman, I feel like the way we kind of like approach like sexuality and raising our kids is kind of different. Like I would expect like my kids to come home, like subconsciously expect my daughters to bring home a male.
Right.
Like and you're like you wouldn't even care. You don't care, right? Like you don't
I,
care.
I don't have
Yeah.
a care in the world.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you love who you love. Like if there wasn't a such thing as a boy and a girl, like if we were just all human
Yeah.
and you can love who you want. Do you know how the numbers of like suicide and um like self-harm, how those
Yeah.
numbers would go down? And that's what I think about when I'm raising my kids. I want them to be able to love whoever they want.
Right.
Because it's beautiful. Love is a beautiful thing. And
Right.
who should take that from you
Right.
because of who it is or what the sex behind a person is?
Right.
Love who
Right.
you love. Be happy. It's your life.
Right. That's true. And so, do you believe in marriage, and do you plan to be married?
At first I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't for a long time, like recently, like a couple years ago, didn't.
Okay.
But now I'm more open to it, more so because of I wasn't for it more so because of like the negative aspects of like how your life changed and how everything, all their past mistakes become yours and how all
Mhm.
their debts become yours and things of that nature. But just, you know, growing up and maturing a bit more, I learned that marriage really ties you in a spiritual aspect as well. It is
Yeah.
not only about like finances and headaches. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's
Yeah. Yeah.
more of a it's more of a life partner type thing. So I'm
Yeah.
still like on the edge about it, but
Yeah.
like as I get older and more and
Yeah.
mature more, it's becoming something that I probably will end up married type thing.
Yeah. And I do think marriage, because I got married when I was like 25, 26, and I
Wow.
do think like marriage like exposes you and your partner, like he said, like anything, childhood trauma, just anything. Like me, I was raised, like without my mom and my father. So me kind of like like my husband saying something to me, I immediately thought like, you're not telling me what to do, so I didn't even know how to approach that situation. So I feel like marriage does like I feel like it just tears the layers off of you emotionally to the point you're just like emotionally naked,
Yep.
like, so it is a lot. And I tell people like marriage is more than just, oh, I want to be married and it's cute and because I love this man. No,
Right.
no, Like you gonna start arguing over he leaving the toilet seat up or she's doing just whatever. And don't let you have kids, like it's just gonna be more, you know. So I definitely believe in, like
it's really a soul tie.
Yeah.
It really is a soul tie because you pour everything into it. Like there's no, it's turning back because you can get a divorce, but it's more of the aspect of you become one, and it's like everything of his is yours and everything of hers is yours, and it's like y'all become one, and it's like grabbing a whole nother life on top of your life and having to deal with it subconsciously.
Right, you have to deal with it like normal because you've always thought you were a good communicator. Once you got in this marriage, you're just like, I don't want to talk about this right now, but you have to. You know,
relationships like the same way. I'm telling you, that's why.
I say the same thing. Yeah,
man, the same way.
Yeah, once you're committed, you're committed. Like it's just that's what it is, marriage or not. That's how I feel.
Yep.
All right. See, now I'm just like, okay, what else do I have? Do you have any questions for me? I don't know.
Yeah, I actually do.
Oh yeah, yes.
So you don't have any children?
I do. We have 3.
You have 3. Okay, they boys, girls.
I have 2 girls, 1 boy. She's 9, 7, and 4.
Okay, and y'all had them together like since y'all was married?
Yep.
Oh, okay, that's cute.
I had my first I got pregnant at 20, had her at 21. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And like, how do you feel about your kids being exposed to like the YouTube scene? Do you think you'll ever put them on YouTube or allow them to have channels?
Yeah, I've actually tried to start a family channel, but I just wasn't consistent. But they love it. They want to make videos all the time. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine with me. And my girls, they're basketball players, so I'm been thinking about like how can I like put them out there, like and try to like brand them, because we had one little sponsorship with one of the WNBA Seattle Storms where my daughter was in a commercial because she's a good basketball player. So I'm just trying to figure stuff out, how to put it out there. Yeah, like how to put it out there. But yeah.
And then you could take that. I mean, people, you know how like this gonna sound real crazy, but you know how like it was said back in the day, people used to use like their kids' socials to buy stuff and shit like that. Like nowadays, it's like brand your kids, take them and make them something great because it sets them up to be so successful later down the line. And people don't realize that like you just using your kids for this and this and that. No, I'm making my kids a name before they even have to do it themselves. And people don't realize that. Like that's a beautiful thing. And that's why we're probably gonna like start a business for Ava, like lip gloss and stuff like that. Like little stuff like that she's into. Yeah. She already has like a Instagram. She got like maybe 1,000 followers or something like that. But she's reached out to by brands and little companies that want her to do pictures, all type of stuff. That's why I say like definitely take that information you just said, like how she was in the commercial. You could take that, throw that in her intro, the little clip or whatever, and then like she could do basketball tutorials teaching other young girls how to do it, like stuff like that. Like go off what she likes, and then you can turn it into something bigger.
Right.
That's dope. I think you should definitely do that.
And I believe in that because I'm like, at the end of the day, it's like, I mean, I don't want my kids to be just working just a typical 9 to 5. I mean, like no,
I'm trying
like
to set it up to where they kids gonna be straight.
Right. Like my daughter, she's like, Mom, I want to work at Safeway, which is a grocery store here. I'm like, no, you're not. Like, you're not. She's like, why, Mom? I'm like, girl, we're reaching higher.
Right.
Right now, they want to be like in the WNBA, which is fine, like, or a wrestler or something like that. So I'm just trying to, like help brand them and brand myself as well. Cause I don't want 9 to 5 anymore either.
You'll get there. You bomb as hell with these interviews, girl. This is a bomb interview. I've been interviewed one time before this. I cannot remember her name, but she interviewed me, and it was similar to this. She's another lesbian, so we went crazy on the lesbian topics. But like this was fun. This was exciting. I was comfortable. Like for this to be your first one, you did your thing.
Thank you. I was like over here like sweating. My next one is probably going to be Love's Life. You know who that is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm going to interview her soon, hopefully. And hopefully some other people. I'm trying to just get anyone, and I've also
I'll shoot you some people that'll be more than willing to.
Yeah. And it also doesn't have to be just like a 101. It can be like on my podcast, a virtual podcast as well. Yeah.
Please invite me back. Let's go in on the podcast. Yes, I want to hop on the podcast with you and go crazy.
Oh, anytime. We try to do it daily, but I do go back to work next week, so I don't know. But but I really believe in this. So I'm really just ready to take this off. So I might have to be like, forget work. I don't know.
You get to that point, but then you be like, man, if I was working and doing this, I'll be making so much good money.
Yeah.
And that's with all the work from home jobs available right now, I'm thinking about grabbing me a little something just to be able to stack stupid stuff. Right. You feel me?
But I can't find
you at home.
I cannot find a work from home job at all.
Let me tell you something. I just randomly been doing work from home apps here in Arizona just to see. I received 3 calls. They extended an offer. I might literally start working next week just because.
Have to be in Arizona?
Some of them maybe, but I don't know for sure. But when I looked on Indeed and I was typing in remote jobs, other ones outside of Arizona were popping up, and they was hiring from home, in your house, doing interviews over the phone and everything.
See, and I was trying to get that. I have something lined up for Amazon, but they're just taking forever. I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but
Arizona hire like that. You do your app, they call you the next day. It's always been like that. I've been here a year and I had 4 or 5 jobs. That's how quick it is.
It takes forever to get a job. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just what the type of job I'm trying to do. I don't know. But yeah, but this is what I really want to do in my life. Just do stuff like this.
It's your niche too. You super good at it. Even how you move your hands, how you explain stuff, how you ask a question is not offensive. You know when to say no offense. You know when to, you good at this. I see you have a talk show one day. We're going to put that in the air. You're going to have a talk show. I see it. I'm a manifest.
Thank you.
You dope.
I've been so sending you that DM was the scariest thing ever. Me writing my script. I was like, no. I kid you not. And my husband's like, if you don't send it, I'm just typing up, and I kept asking him, is this okay? Is this okay? I was afraid. And then
no need.
I was so afraid. And then when you respond, I was like, oh my God. And then and then when Be Love respond, I was like, ah, so
that's what's up. I'm definitely gonna tune into that. I think I did subscribe to your channel.
I didn't see it come through. I don't know.
I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna make sure I subscribe because we family now. You sis.
Thank you.
We lit, Troy.
Yes. Thank you for this. This was amazing. Thank you for seeing my DM. I know you're booming. You're popping. Thanks for seeing this.
I'm trying.
and saying yes. And I would appreciate any advice to help me move along with this YouTube stuff.
Let me tell you something. Keep doing this and keep doing your podcast. This is your niche. If you're going to do your family channel for fun and for the babies, definitely do that. But I'm going to tell you right now, like I said, I'm manifesting it. You're going to have a talk show one day because you have the spirit and you have the face, the smile. You have everything you need. You got the whole package. Just keep doing it. Man, right now you interviewing me. You finna interview Be Love, dude. From the same. Me and Be Love from the same city. You know how long I've been trying to get a mukbang with her. I've been talking to Dalvin. I'm cool with her other son. We DM all the time, but it's so hard to get to her. That's a blessing.
I'm trying to get to Dalvin. Yeah, I'm trying to get to Dalvin.
Really, Dalvin? He responded to me, but What's her other son name? Well, I can't think of his name right
Darius.
now. Darius always DM me. I'm always in Darius DMs talking. Like, we supposed to do a video when he come back, because you know he go to school here.
Yes.
So it's like we gonna link, but I'm trying to get in with B Love. But a lot of people, you got to be careful, because B Love has been kind of like, people do her wrong, and she's such a beautiful soul, and people do her wrong, try to say stuff. So B Love, I think she just kind of like watching out for who, like, she literally does her research on you. So if you collabing with B Love, she done went on your channel and just kind of did her homework. She do her homework before she collab.
Yeah, because I talked to her like 2 years ago, and I actually made a video about her. It said, like, I just made like a clickbait title saying exposing B Love. So of course everyone came in, but it was nothing but like positivity, you know. And she was like, "Oh my gosh, I appreciate it." And then we started emailing each other. Like, she called me on the phone and she gave me pointers. Then I should have took them then. But anyways, so I emailed her. Yes, but she's very sweet and humble. The negativity, I don't believe that stuff. I don't know.
Me neither. B Love is so sweet.
I'm sorry.
She is such a beautiful soul, and she took off, did she?
Yeah,
I've been watching B Love since
they
was in front, like since the bottom of it, man.
Yeah.
And her growth, she's such a big inspiration.
Yes.
Like, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So that alone, that's a blessing. You finna interview her, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. I'm happy for you. That's dope.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate this. We will see each other again on my podcast.
Okay.
Just let me know when you're available. We do it daily, so just let me know when you're available.
I'm always available. If I take this little job working from home, I'll be available. I'll make it work. DM me. You got my information. What do you call your subscribers or your YouTube family?
I don't even have some. I mean, those subscribers came from 2 years ago. I don't even have them. I mean, I don't know. Like,
you gotta come up with something.
I don't know. I don't know.
You gotta think of something. We gonna come up with something.
Okay, because I don't know. Those subscribers came from when I did a B Love video.
Well, so guess what? You finna do another interview with her. You're gonna have to have something you call your YouTube family. They love that. It's engaging. You gotta engage.
Yeah. That's true.
Most deaf.
That's true. I don't know yet.
I said that to say, if your people is watching, I'm Mo. If you don't know who I am, I have a YouTube channel. Y'all go subscribe. Y'all make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying? If you're not subscribed to Troy, subscribe to her channel. She is a beautiful person. This interview was hella dope. It was fun. The topics were absolutely just lit. We were lit up in here.
Yay.
Troy a part of the Mo Mafia, so we got it in for the one time. I can't wait to collab again and do the podcast.
Of course. Yeah, we can do a podcast. Yeah, anytime you're available, just let me know. And thank you for your subscribers. They're subscribed to my channel, so thank you guys for that.
Good looking, Mo Mafia. Definitely hit that subscribe button, y'all.
Yeah, and they're definitely like in the comments. So yeah. All right, so we're gonna end this broadcast for today, but you will see us again. Maybe next week on a podcast. This week on a podcast.
You never know. All right, Troy. This was fun. Thanks
Thank you.
again.
Bye. Have a good one.